Pinpoint weather on NBC5 News is brought to you by the Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe.
Hey, welcome back to NBC5. We've got some pretty quiet conditions, although we have some light rain and snow showers in our area. Today's going to be the kind of quiet before the storms move in, although we're still going to be getting some light precipitation. We're sitting at 35 degrees, 2 degrees colder than yesterday morning. Any precipitation could be some on the lighter snow here for the valley through the next couple of hours. Again, like I mentioned earlier, warm front moves through. Snow levels will be climbing as we're getting through today, but don't expect that to last too long. Cold fronts move through, and with that, we're going to see those snow levels dropping off and heavier precipitation like we had on Saturday. We kind of had the heavy precipitation through the morning hours, and then we continued with the shower activity through Saturday afternoon. That's what we're going to see more of into Tuesday. Then again, as we're getting into Wednesday. Later this week, looks to be a little bit on the quieter side. So we have a winter storm warning. This is in place for elevations above 2,000 feet. This doesn't mean that locations below 2,000 feet can't get snow. Now, the major impacts, especially when we're talking about traveling in our area, is where we're seeing that risk for heavier snow above 2,000 feet. Up to 3 to 12 inches, some spots over 24 inches of snow. When we're looking at Crater Lake, we have the potential to add a few feet of snow as we're getting through this winter event Tuesday and Wednesday. Winter weather advisory down into Del Norte County, again, mainly above 2,000 feet, up to 4 inches of snow. We also have a high surf warning in place. This is for Tuesday and Wednesday as well. Large breaking waves. Again, if you're going to be along the coastline, those large waves have been to push some of the logs a little bit closer on shore. Don't turn your back towards the ocean and stay off the jetties. We're also going to be dealing with some strong wind. Gusts could be as high as 55 miles per hour. That's both for Tuesday and Wednesday. Again, a set of systems to move through. When we're looking at snow levels, we're looking at the rain. Now, this is with the warm up this afternoon with those snow levels getting up around 5,500 feet. Now, here comes the first system moving through. As you're seeing, Tuesday early in the morning hours, those snow levels drop off, and then they continue to drop off into Wednesday to around 2,000 feet. Again, if we get some of the heavier precipitation, that's where those snow levels usually get drugged down. Where we had some snow building up into the valley into Saturday, that was during the heaviest amounts of precipitation. Again, that doesn't mean that some of these locations can't get snow. It's just the heavier snow, and that travel issue is going to be a little bit higher up. Later this week, again, we're going to be clearing from some of these snow showers, the heavier snow, but we'll still be dealing with some snow showers. That brings in that potential, of course, for lighter precipitation. So for today, some showers expected kind of a little bit through the morning hours. Afternoon hours looks a little bit quieter, but look what happens into tonight. That heavy precipitation moves into overnight, early Tuesday morning, and then we get the showers continuing throughout the afternoon, kind of widespread across the area. And then as we get into Wednesday, here comes the next system. This one's going to be dealing with a little bit colder air for your Wednesday. And again, that's where that heavier precipitation is expected. So where we're looking at snowfall totals, let's take a look at some of the amounts you're seeing. Up to Diamond Lake area, could see up to 1 to 2 feet of snow. Crater Lake, 4 feet of snow. Siskiyou Summit, 8 to 12 inches. Mount Ashland, of course, opening day, just a few days away for Mount Ashland and Mount Shasta. And this is good news for opening days. You're seeing up to a foot of snow possible for them. So if you're going to be traveling, now, of course, today's a little bit on the quieter side. Conditions still carry those chains if you're going to be attempting the passes Tuesday through Wednesday. I-5 here in Oregon from the California border and northward. These are the expected amounts, 2 to 5 inches. Mount Ashland, trace an inch. But again, if those snow levels get drugged down, we could see a little bit more in portions of I-5. And you look up a little bit further north at Sexton Summit, Canyon Mountain passes, those 1 to 5 inches. If you're going a little bit further south, Northern California could see anywhere from around 1 to 6 inches of snow. and you go a little bit further east. Once you get into Klamath Falls, once you get past the Cascade Passes, you see still some heavy snowfall from Chiloquin up to Chemult, a foot or two of snow. Lake of the Woods, 2 to 3 feet of snow. So again, this is where things get a little bit on the dangerous side of things. If you are going to be traveling out there, make sure you have those chains, make sure you're just ready for that, or try to avoid it altogether and wait until the later half of this week when things kind of quiet down. Not much of a warm up expected this week. Highs into the lower 40s, morning lows into the 30s, and we see more rain potential into this weekend. A little bit warmer snow levels, but still expecting some snow in our eastern counties. Windy conditions, don't forget that, to make it feel even colder for our eastern counties. It will be breezy here in the valley, gusts up to around 35 miles per hour into Tuesday and Wednesday. Higher wind speeds, Cascades in areas east as well as into northern California. And the coastline, rain through that 7-day forecast, more wind, highs in the 40s and low 50s.